Hey, how's everyone doing today? So today I'm finally going to do the maintenance on here. So I've got my oil, I've got a spark plug, although I thought it was one, it's actually two. So I'm gonna have to go out and get another one after I replace this one when I go out next. I got an air filter, an oil filter, and I'm actually gonna try to sharpen the blades. So hopefully, if y'all are interested in finding out how I do this, stay tuned. Alright, so I appreciate y'all for checking out my channel, and also it seems like the lawnmower reviews are going very well, so hopefully that'll help y'all out. So this is kind of what I have as of right now. My air filter, just in case y'all need the number for that. If y'all have one of these zero turns, I actually picked one of these up, blade sharpener and balancing kit. Most of this stuff was from Lowe's. I think that was $10. I think the filter was $20. Then I got the oil filter as well. That was at Lowe's. I think that was $16. Spark plug was, I think, $8. And then the oil I got for it, I want to say that was $8 as well. And then I happen to have that already here. I bought it 2 years ago and never actually used it. But they do have those at Lowe's as well. So the ratchet for the spark plug is a 13/16, and I think that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm gonna start with the easier stuff. Sorry I don't have wheel chalk, so I ended up using 2 hammers that I have. And so what I want to do first is the little easier stuff right now. Is my air filter. It's horribly nasty, so I brought a rag over here, which is right there. I'm gonna wipe this out, and if you see that little screw right here, that loosens up the band, so you pull and change out the filter. Go ahead and you put the other filter on, which is right there, and you're good to go. So as for the spark plugs, there's one here on this side, and there's one on this side, which I should have known, but I didn't think about it. So I only picked up one. I'll have to get me another one, which that will go there, which what I've got also, that is going to be your, what is it? I believe it's it. RN9 spark plugs. Then you're going to have your oil filter right there, which again, that is right there. And of course you see your oil right there, which I don't know, there could be, yeah, actually it looks like it might be. So let me see if I can get a good shot. It looks like this tube actually is at the bottom. See that silver knob right there? That looks like it might be where the oil is at, and I can drain it right there. If that's the case, I don't have to use the little pump there, which would be even better. So that's what I'm gonna push for right now to get that done. Then towards the front, after I get that, I've got 2 jack stands. One gonna be on each side. I got a little wooden block so I don't mess up my light I installed. Jack that up. Try to get that up so I can take off the blades. Then when I get those off, I'll be using the sharpener right there. And then balancing, make sure that works. So I don't have, I guess, anything to put my camera on or whatever, so I can actually do this. So I'm going to be putting it on a ladder. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. If not, I apologize, but we'll see how far this gets. Just try not to do anything into the air tube. Hopefully y'all can hear me with that fan going. It's pretty warm today. And 100. Not sure about the heat index. It does actually say Kawasaki on here as well. That's the engine that I have. They might have a different one for you if you had the cold. And it's just that easy. You flip it on, tighten it back up. And close the lid. And that's that. Like I said, the sockets are 13/16. And it does tell you on the maintenance to do this every 25 hours. So that means this has been long overdue. Yeah, it's definitely burnt pretty good. I don't know if you can see that or if it's focused. So, let me see, what do we got on this thing? We got 139 hours on this thing. So, that's what we're working with here. Stick it into the socket like this. I recommend you do it by hand first, so you don't cross thread. That would be horrible. Put your boot back on. And that one's done. And you would do the other side just like that. Easy peasy. Now, let me see if I can get his oil pan. Alright, well, I guess we are going to pump it up. Alright, so that was the hose for the oil. I did manage to get it broke, which is right there. It's going to be 11/16. And there it is, draining there. When that gets done draining, I will take the oil filter off. And just to let you know, it takes 20 ounces of oil, 30 weight oil, to fill it back up from what recommendations show. So let me get on with this and then we'll get back with you. Alright, got the old filter off. New filter here. Got a little bit of oil on my finger here. Probably gonna have to get some more, but my father always told me to put some oil on the seal. You don't want it to bunch up when you're trying to spin it on there. Yeah, that might be enough. I know some people will put oil in it and put it in. Well, this goes in sideways, so it'll pour all out by the time I do it. So just to let y'all know about that. Put a hand tight should work. And we are good on that part. You might want to put a rag in there like I did, just in case you don't want your floor, your own concrete floor, to get all messed up, get all ooey. Definitely didn't want that. Just away from the excess oil that I might have missed off. Didn't. Probably should have cleaned this before I started. There's grass everywhere on this thing. And it's still draining oil, so we'll let it keep doing it. So now we're pretty much drained on that. So go ahead and put this back on. Something like that. Tighten it up. Alright, now we're tight. Like I said, that was an 11/16. Make sure you have your funnel. It would definitely help out because we're using that. And take the cap off. Fix it, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so if you've never done oil before, you do have your fill line there and everything, but like I said, it said 20 ounce. Most oil containers have this now. It has the ounces on the side here, ounces, liter. Most of the time in America, you're going over 12 ounce ounces. This is a 48 ounce jug, so I need to bring it down to 28 from my 20 ounces. Yes, I know, I understand, some of y'all know what y'all doing, but I figured I'd still throw it out there. that looks about it. Let me just double check. And probably use a little bit more. Alright, put a cap on the oil so you don't knock it over. Yes, it does happen. And we'll put this back in. And we'll just check this seed. And yes, it's all cool. Alright, so this is 20 ounces. Tighten that up. We are good on the oil filter, air filter, and spark plugs. So the maintenance part of that is good. So now we need to try to go into taking the blades off and sharpening that. Now that I have never done before, so this is the first time I'm doing it. So I'm probably gonna have to pause this because I don't know what sockets I'm gonna need or anything like that while I'm doing this. Just wanted to give y'all a heads up so you'll learn with me. Alright, so let me show y'all what's going on here. So I got it jacked up. I got a lot of nastiness underneath here. Oh, but anywho, you see that bolt right there? That is a 7/8, I believe it is. And down here, underneath here, is a 16 millimeter. So what I did was put a breaker bar at the top, ratchet at the bottom, the bolt comes out the bottom, and your blade is dropped. This one, as you can see, I've already sharpened up. So now I'm in the middle one. As you can see, that one's missing. It's a little star, so it's easy to put back in there. And there's the bolt right there. But that's all the nastiness that gets stuck up in there. I'm pulling that out while I'm doing it. So let me take you over to where I'm working. Now, I don't have a vise yet, but I found these. This is what my blade looks like before I started messing with it. So this is what I'm using. Basically knock off the top real quick here. Then there's a flat edge and the stone is beveled. Put it just like this. The plastic will be at the bottom of it because, as you can see, it's beveled on that side. If it'll focus, there we go. So that's how you're going to end up sharpening it. Me, since I've already done almost 6 times the amount of hours on here than I should have, it's taken a little bit longer to grind them smooth and get them back to cutting, because it's basically a blunt object basically. Then when I'm done, I take it over to this, put the blade on that, make sure it balances out, and then if it balances out, then I go put it back on the lawnmower. If it doesn't, I gotta take off whichever one's heavier. I gotta take off a little bit more metal and clean it up for it to work. So that's where I'm at right now. When I get the last one wrapped up, I'll get it down on the ground and I'll conclude my video. Thanks. So this is pretty much what I've got on here. So all 3 of them been done. I don't know if you can see that they've been sharpened there, all 3 of them. Getting ready to lower it back down. So, sorry about that. I'm gonna go turn that off real quick. Alright, so when taking the last bolt out for the blade, this bolt here kept coming undone. I couldn't loosen it from the bottom, so pulled out the trusty impact and it came right on out. So you might have an issue with them, I don't know, but I definitely know I had an issue with mine. So with that being said, that's a wrap for this video. I'm gonna put everything together and cut some grass. I appreciate y'all watching. If there's anything that y'all need answered, please feel free to put it at the bottom. Let me know what your questions are. I'll try my best to answer them, or maybe someone else is viewing this video might be able to answer it. But I try to answer as many as I can who respond. If you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and y'all have a blessed and awesome weekend.